Good day, viewers. So once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, I'll bring you the very best. It's happening currently because the internet is on fire. A lot was said about the British war. Now, the BBC has come out with the documentary of the Civil War. A lot of reactions is out currently. The Biafrans are crying currently. BBC propaganda documentary. Biafrans were portrayed as the aggressors who started the war and labeled a rebel nation. This is coming out soon. Now, currently, they said it was the Biafrans who started the civil war. They were the ones that shot first. But our Biafran agitator has come out clearly to say, according to historians, the first shots of the Nigerian Civil War were fired by the first division of the Nigerian army under Colonel Mohammed Shuha. And BBC did not discuss the Aburi Accord, which was the last attempt the Easterners made to achieve peace. Biafran Evangelist, the documentary for the Civil War is out, and a lot of people have come out to say that this is a propaganda against the Biafran agitators. Why now, and why is it coming out now? What do you have to say concerning this?
Yeah, glory be to God. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from. This is the midweek edition. May God name be praised. I want to appreciate all the Biafrans, all our viewers all over the world. May the good Lord be with you all in Jesus' name. Listen and listen good, my beloved brother. This propaganda has been from the onset. I told you people that the British, that is BBC, they call themselves British Broadcasting Company. They have been broadcasting propaganda. British Broadcasting Company broadcasting lies and propaganda against the Biafrans as a result of their own selfish interest and the stealing, the thief, because they are criminals. They said, according to Smith, the labor man, he said that the Biafrans, the Igbos are wiser than them. That is why they were afraid of handing over the power, the authority in the hands of the Biafrans, the people that accepted Christianity, and they claim to be Christian nation. That is to tell you how dicey they can be in terms of criminology. They are evil and they are wicked. Why all these things is coming, and do you know why? They are trying to do what? To tarnish the image, to spoil us the more, because we have drawn the attention of the world. IPOB, Biafra, our freedom have drawn the attention of the people, of the international body, because every nation are discussing Biafra issue. Countries are discussing Biafra issue. Is it not the same way they tag us label? Is it not the same way Nigeria tag us terrorists? Is it not the same way they tag Simon Ekman, terrorist mass and American and IPO? The same British that are full criminals, the same people give IPOB amnesty. Why Nigeria tag them terrorists? Who is a fool and who is stupid? Are you not seeing it as a political game being played by the British? Are you not seeing it as a propaganda? Are you not seeing craftiness there? Are you not seeing untruthful, unsincere there, and insincere? Are you not seeing that the truth is not there? They are trying to hide it. They cannot tell you the truth because of what they stand to gain. Because if they know that the oil, the resources in the axis of the East will continue to flow up to now, they will not give Nigeria independence. And moreover, who are the people that fought for the independent Nigeria, the same the Southeast? And now, where did they come from? Is it not East? Zeke, where did they come from? Is it not East? So these are the people that have been seen as an enemy who are taking away food from their table. So that we continue. I'm not surprised if they continue coming up with all this in order to distract the international bodies, because the case of Nigeria, IPOB, Biafran issue is coming to reality. They are saying it that the recognition of Biafra is sacrosanct. So they are looking for a way, to deprive us our rights once again. to deprive us of our freedom once again, to deny us and to cage us and to continue to humiliate us. That is why they came up with that propaganda. Because imagine them denying their own citizen, their own son. I pity those Igbo people that are claiming the British citizen. They should take a look example of what happened to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and learn their lessons if they can. If they can. They should learn from this propaganda from the BBC. And for God, the people you call labor, in case they have forgotten, I want to remind them, the very first shot took place in where Benue Aziz, because Benue and is very close to Enugu. And as at that time, Ojukwu was residing in Enugu, being the governor of the southeast, the governor of the eastern region, as at that time. And he resided and he based in Enugu as the capital of the east, as at that time. And that was why they decided to attack the capital first. And that was where the shot first entered. And even before that, I want to point on something. Before that day, the shot was taken. They have already started killing the Igbos in the north.
Right.
They have started finding the Igbos that are based in the north. Are you hearing me? And that was what prompted Ojukwu to mobilize men. And the Ojukwu tried to make peace. That is where there is a saying, I don't know if you have heard it. If you have not heard it yet today, Aburi Accord, go and ask. How come of the Aburi Accord? After all series of diplomatic meetings, discussions, even the one that took in UK, that took place in UK, Ojukwu diplomatically defeated Gowon. The one that took place in Kenya, Ojukwu, Gowon is nowhere, Nigeria is nowhere to match the Eastern and the Biafrans in terms of education, because as at that time, even till now, we are still proving that we are number one. You understand? As at that time, we are known with education. We were well, read. We have no comparison, even up till now, to the glory of God. So when Ojukwu now took the matter after the Kenya, then the matter was taken to Ghana, Accra, of which that was the place where the discussion of Aburi was concluded. Yes, the British men, people refused to attend to that meeting, to that program. But to the people alive are the ones, I mentioned a man from Accra, Ghana, a man called Ankara. Ankara was there. You can do your findings. Gowon is an old fool, still lying, deceiving people. Then let Ojukwu them and the likes of them, they were all present as at that time, and Gowon signed Aburi Accord. And what is Aburi Accord? Everybody manage your resources and contribute to the federal. Make your own area, make your own territory a vibrant and a unique place. Develop your side with the resources you have. You can generate, then contribute to the federal. When Gowon landed, and a phone call was given to him, and when he told them, and the British Empire and Emperor explained better to Gowon, did you know actually what you have just signed? That means the power will no longer rest on you fully. The power will be decentralized. And that is the meaning of full democracy. Are you hearing me? Democracy means that power will not be centralized on a particular person. It will be decentralized. And that was the system of the Biafrans, the Igbos, before the colonial masters came. We are the people, the region, the ethnic that first practice democracy here on the planet Earth before any nation on earth. You can do your findings. And that was the system Ojukwu introduced. And they go on, signed, agreed, reaching up back in Lagos State. He disagreed after the explanation. So that was what happened, and they started to kill the Igbos,
Right.
to buy the Igbos in the northern region, which result to this. And Ojukwu tried to make sure that they reason together. Then the next thing, they got the backup from the British, somebody whistling from the British, the parliament that was in charge of the arms, who supplied heavily to Nigeria and supported Nigeria heavily, and he connived and he convinced and convert the other nations like Canada, Russia. As at that time, Russia came and meet Ojukwu, but Ojukwu doesn't want to form such alliance with Russia, which Russia now, as a result of that disagreement with Ojukwu, then the British and Nigeria formed together, because as at that time the British was one of the world power, they colonized many nations. So they now use their power as at that time to fight the Igbos. And that was one of the questions that was thrown to King Charles when he visited USA. Which one of the people, the Red Cross people that brought food to the Biafrans as at that time, one of them is still alive as I speak to you. You can verify from the axis of America. And one of them set himself ablaze. Some of them now deny to be Christian today. They say they don't. Many of them stop going to church. Many of them deny Christianity. How can a Christian nation be so cruel to the people that they colonize? I'm talking to some. You can do your findings. I'm telling you the pure truth. This thing and pass the message I pass now. Google it. You see the names of the people that deny Christianity as a result of what the British did to the Biafrans. Are you hearing me? So far, so good. And as a result of that, you see why they are coming up now is to discourage the people. Because they see it, because they believe before initially that Biafra will no longer breathe again. Now they are seeing the speed of Biafra. That is why they are coming up with another propaganda. Because the first rebel that the rebel against us has failed. And the second rebel that Nigeria labels us as a terrorist has failed. So now they are looking for alternative to make sure that Biafra still remain under their marginalization, under their humiliation, under their intimidation, for them to continue stealing from us, robbing us again. The British are the criminals. God is going to judge them. Thank you, my blood brother.
Well said, Biafran evangelist. As usual, you've done super analysis to this. Now, Tinubu seeks extradition of US-based agitation leader. Everybody knows who we're talking about, in person of Ngozi Orabuede. Tinubu wants them to bring down Ngozi Orabuede to Nigeria. And this has drawn a lot of reaction. You all know what the plan is, what it will be like if Ngozi Orabuede is brought to Nigeria. Tinubu wants to see her deported back to Nigeria. He's on newspaper currently. What would you like to say concerning this Biafran evangelist?
God bless you, my brother. Tinubu wants her to be deported in Nigeria. Is it Tinubu that sent her to America? That should be the question number one. Then number two, has Tinubu cleared his drug case, which is drug issue, which he had with America? See, if you are not clean, don't judge anybody. Tinubu should go and clear his drug matter first. Then coming to the deportation of Ngozi Orabuede, the woman that God is using to push this matter. Now, Ngozi Orabuede you are talking about is not a citizen of Nigeria, he's a citizen of Biafra and a citizen of America. And you cannot stand up to demand from America that should deport their citizen to you. First and secondly, the citizens that are in Nigeria, how are you able to rule them? In the name of leadership or governor or president you call yourself. How are you managing them? Did you have the integrity? You have the legacy to make such demand and expect a nation like America to pay an attention when we have somebody like Donald Trump as a president? And sometimes Nigerian leaders are fools and they behave as one. How can you just wake up and begin to demand that the Orabuede should be deported to Nigeria? under what constitution? Under what right did you have? Which legacy did you have in Africa? Which legacy did you have in Africa? Not to talk more in the face of the entire world that could give you the impetus and the penury of demanding, making such demand from America. Or do you think America is as stupid as Finland, that Donald Trump can bring himself as low as Alexander Stubb, the wretched president, prime minister of Finland? Poor he goat, an idiot, a foolish man like him, who allowed himself to be used by Bianca and Co. and Nigerian politics of oil and the contract. A man that is why it's not good. It's not good at all for a poor man. A poor man and a hungry and greedy person to fight for freedom. Alexander Stubb is a poor man, is a wretched man. It's good, you know, when you don't see money, they're not going to use money entice you. Alexander Stubb is too poor. His father no get money. That is why they are too wretched. That is why when the Nigerian government offer him a contract to him, he believe that money when Papa in generation never see, he won't concern. That is why he succumb to go against the law of their land, against the UN law, against the EU law. Because agitation is never a crime. Freedom is never a crime. Self-determination, self-freedom is never a crime. Which they themselves, Finland, I know Alexander Stubb may not be, might not be born as at the time, the year that Finland got their independence from Russia. Because if he was born and he know what it means, or he suffer or he experience it, he will understand the meaning of self-determination, freedom. But I don't think. But it's a very huge slap to we Biafrans, because we hold Finland on a high esteem. We respect them because of what? Their kind gesture, which they show to us, the kind of love they show to us, during the Biafran war, after the war. They are the one that send the Oporoko stockfish to Biafrans for our survival. Now look at how the idiot, that is why I say he's an idiot. And now decided to jeopardize that love. My beloved brother, Tinubu as the man. Then what next? Let him go and call Donald Trump to bring him back to Nigeria, to bring her to Nigeria. Let me see how he can succeed. Do you think that this one is a Nigerian rigging election? That you carry propaganda and rig election and become president, thinking that you can do anyhow to every other country? Do you think that America is Kenya, whereby you will use money? Ruto now, God self, no use money again to entice him. America is not to talk of America. I beg you, may you go back one side. It's the problem of Nigeria. May you fix in state, in nation, in country. So if you be president, make you fix Nigeria. A confused person with a confused state. That's my take, my brother.
Well said, Biafran Evangelist. So finally, briefly, the Delta State governor has come out to say that Tinubu is the in-law of the Biafrans. That it will be a very bad thing that the Deltas did not give Tinubu a vote. This is coming from Governor Sheriff Oborivori, the current governor of Delta State. What's your take on this? Because a man has come out to say clearly in the past that Delta is not part of Biafra. Could this be the reason why this man is making the statement? Or what's your final take on this statement that he has made?
I take it to the Ekberita the man. We don't know what he's saying.
Governor of Delta State.
Governor of Delta State is an Ekberita. In a family. What do you mean by that? Who is Tinubu?
The in-laws of Biafra.
His in-laws of Biafra, in what sense? In what sense? In which area? Divide and rule. In which area? Biafrans. You see the truth, you are turning it upside down. Biafrans, you are kind propaganda. This governor should think. Have you forgotten that the same Tinubu propagated how Jonathan, your brother, was removed? You must be senseless so, for sounding like this. I'm talking to the governor of Delta State. He must be stupid by sounding like this. Because your brother, Jonathan, the same Tinubu propagated in 2015 to remove him, and he succeeded with the Chibok girl. The woman, what alpha? The so-called pastor of Redeem. They say Pastor Redeem and Bakari, Tunde Bakari, all of them, Jide Kosoko and the likes of them, come together. You know the protest? They said, bring back our girls. He said, don't kill Nigerians, kill what? Corruption. Now, the same people, their members, they say they want to protest. Now, they still come outside, say, their members no protest. Because of the Mitulugo, will be pastor for Redeem. You know, say tribalistic. Tell me how Nigeria go take better. You know go better, Nigeria don't scatter. Nigeria no go where.